Hey guys, I just want to do a quick video on, I know I said this in one of my videos. Beaumont is a fast growing city now, but when we first moved here when I was 12, it was like, it wasn't a big city, but to us it was like New York City, coming from Joshua Tree. I think why it was such a shock to us too is we weren't even used to traffic, and yet there's people, especially like after school, they'll basically like run kids over. Like I've like watched kids waiting to cross the road at like a crosswalk, and cars just fly by them, running stop signs. Nobody lets them go. Finally, after minutes and minutes and minutes of just realizing no one's going to let them go, even though they have the right of way, they just, when the car stops, they cross the street. Every single time get honked at, and it's like, it was just so weird. Like, I was like, what is wrong with these people? Like, these kids have the right of way, and they're just like literally blowing stop signs, like, and well, like if the kid tries to cross, they honk at him, and that was just weird. There was a lot more fighting. My younger brother was like basically fighting almost every day. He was like in fourth grade, and he had a large group of sixth graders picking on him. I was in seventh grade, so I wasn't there. So when I heard that, I was like, that's the last straw. There's not gonna be kids that are basically my age picking on him. Ain't happening. So I remember that day, I grabbed a couple of my friends, said, "Hey, do you want to take a ride with me? I gotta go down to my brother's school." Um, they said, "Yeah, no problem." I was with my older brother too. We got out. We only had minutes to go about a mile to get to his school. We only had like 5 minutes to get there. So I remember we were just hauling ass down Palm Avenue, skating. We barely got there. The group of kids was walking away. My brother pointed them out to me. I went and confronted them by myself. I thought for sure they'd want to fight. They didn't. They completely backed down. Said they'll never do it again. They're sorry, blah, 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 blah. And I just basically said, if you even look at him again, I'll be back. And that was it. He didn't have any more problems with those guys after that. But it was just weird to us. It was weird to me, like, why are these kids trying to pick on him? Why is he having a fight all the time? And like I said, with the traffic, it's like multiple times, because I'm not the oldest brother, I'm the middle child, but I'm 3 years older than my younger brother. So multiple times I'd just be watching, making eye contact with the drivers and things like that, just because that's what I learned, is just because the crosswalk sign says go, that doesn't mean you just go. Obviously, you got to look around, make sure it's clear, and make eye contact with the other drivers and make sure they're not on their phones. Multiple times there was drivers looking in other directions and just going, and they just floor it and not even see us. And multiple times I had to actually grab my younger brother by his backpack and drag him out of the way, and he almost got hit multiple times. And it was just people not really paying attention. A couple times they apologized and said, "I'm sorry I didn't see you," but it was just kind of weird. Like I said, we lived out in the middle of Joshua Tree in the desert. We weren't used to have any traffic at all. One time, we were crossing the street. We were already like halfway across the street in a crosswalk, and a bus driver comes and like runs a stop sign, and he basically didn't really stop and just kept going, but I just kept walking. I was like, first of all, you're running the stop sign. Second of all, we have the right of way. We're already over halfway across the street. I knew he wasn't gonna hit us. I could just tell. And he actually pulls, it was like a city bus driver, some guy, it was like some big Mexican dude with a bunch of tattoos. He gets out of the bus and basically tries to, I think I was like 14 years old, he basically tries to punk me, and he wants me to like back down and tell him I'm sorry. And I was like, no, you are in the wrong, I'm in the right. I'm not backing down, that's your fault. And I thought for sure he was gonna put his hands on me. I thought for sure he was gonna hit me or grab me or something, but I didn't back down, and he had the bus stopped in the middle of the road. he knew he was in the wrong. So eventually he just gets back in the bus and drives away. And the second he drives away, a car pulls up, a Toyota, was it Celica? I recognize that car. That was one of my best friend's car, his dad's car. And he immediately jumps out and he was like, man, he was like, I got here as quick as I could. I was over there crossing the street. I'm taking his sister to school. And he was like, I seen that whole thing. He said, you were completely in the right. That guy was completely in the wrong. He said he was just trying to scare you. He wanted you to say sorry, and he was just trying to scare you. He's like, I got here as quick as I could. I was gonna take care of that guy. His dad was a pretty gnarly, tough dude. He did some time in prison. Stocky white dude, shaved head, goatee. So I would have been okay either way. If that guy would have tried to put his hands on me, then my friend's dad was a minute away. He would have came and took care of that guy. But just things like that I just didn't really like, you know. But we got used to it. It was okay. But even now, I just got back from and Beaumont's a lot bigger now, and it's nothing like compared to huge cities that I've went and worked in, like Hollywood and things like that. But I have to wear my carpenter shirts now just going for a jog at night because there's so many people still running stop signs. I just seen an accident down the street. I've never seen an accident there in my life. It's a slow 4-way stop. But yeah, people running stop signs, sitting on their phones. But that was definitely weird for us first getting here. But I just wanted to tell a couple stories about first moving here and why it was so much different than Joshua Tree. And I'll wrap this video up right here. Thank you so much for watching.